90-day fiance recap. Robert proposes to Sophie, Manuel and Ashley fight. Jasmine calls Michigan hell. Welcome to Dream USA 24, my channel. In the 90-day fiance season 10 episode that aired Sunday night on TLC, Robert proposed to Sophie at the airport. Ashley and Manuel got back together in America and got into a heated argument, and Jasmine was disappointed and demanded costly improvements to Gino's Michigan home. The 52-year-old Michigan native Gino and the 36-year-old Panamanian Jasmine are the main cast members of 90 Day Fiance's 10th season. They first appeared on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 Day seasons 5 and 6. 90 Day partner. When fans last saw Gino, he was on his way from Panama to the United States following his re-engagement to Jasmine. Gino sought for the K-1 visa despite their regular arguments, and they were made to live apart until it was approved. The newest pairs to appear on 90 Day Fiance are Justin, 36, from Moldova, and Nikki, 47, from New Jersey. Manuel, 34, from Ecuador, and Ashley, 31 years old, from New York. And Sophie, 23 years old, from the United Kingdom. And Robert, 32, from California. The other three couples are Anali, a 29-year-old from Peru, and Clayton, a 29-year-old from Kentucky. Nick, a 30-year-old from Australia, and Devin, a 23-year-old from Arkansas, and Citra, a 26-year-old from Indonesia, and Sam, a 30-year-old from Missouri. These couples have not yet been introduced. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. On the television series 90 Day Fiance, Americans who have fallen in love with foreigners are shown bringing their fiancés to the U.S. on K-1 visas. After they arrive in the United States together, though, the American is required under the visa to marry their foreign partner within the allotted 90 days, failing which the foreign partner must leave the country. These long-distance, international couples go the distance as they navigate cultural differences, discover surprising personality traits, and process lingering tensions brought on by doubtful friends and families. TLC said about the forthcoming season. Manuel and Ashley. On her way to the airport, Ashley was seen having a panic attack. She was scared Manuel never boarded the plane or got stuck in customs or immigration because she hadn't heard from him in 6 or 7 hours. Did they give him a hard time because his visa literally expires the next day? Ashley asked the cameras on 90 Day Fiance a question. I am tweaking because I don't have any control over this situation. All Ashley could do was wait for Manuel at the airport and pray for him to arrive, and eventually he did, bringing the two of them back together. Ashley sobbed as Manuel gave her a strong hug, and she was happy to see him still alive in America. Ashley, gasping for air, was told by Manuel, "You've gotten more beautiful, my love." Ashley was overjoyed to have Manuel in Rochester, NY, after he had traveled all the way from Ecuador. Having her guy in her arms brought her immense relief. After seeing Ashley's dog, Rico, at her house, Manuel acknowledged that he wasn't exactly an animal lover. Manuel was taken aback when he saw that Ashley had hot water coming from the tap during her tour of her house. It was obvious to him that despite her apartment being witchy and filled with spiritual artifacts, it was extremely beautiful. Ashley wanted Manuel to know everything about her before they were married, but she also didn't want to overwhelm him. Manuel requested that Ashley close off her bedroom with a door to prevent the dog from coming and going as he liked. Ashley's dog slept in the same bed as Manuel, which bothered him, but Ashley insisted it wasn't his decision. Ashley sobbed and declared that Rico will always be sleeping with them, but Manuel later revealed in a confessional that Ashley wasn't in control of their relationship. Manuel also mentioned that if things didn't work out between them, he could always go back home. After that, Ashley confided in Manuel about her witchcraft and asked him to love and understand her in order for him to finally warm up to her cat, which he detested. Manuel, who believed that witches caused harm to humans, didn't want his future wife to be a witch, but Ashley persisted in pointing out how his and her definitions of being a witch were different. Ashley complained to the cameras on 90 Day Fiance, "I've got a lot of work ahead of me. It's going to be difficult to find your way around this witch thing. He's thinking about classic witches, such as those found in Snow White. I will not put up with my partner passing judgment on me. If he is with me for the proper reasons, he must comprehend and value what I do." Justin and Nikki. Nikki was seen preparing her belongings for a stay with Justin in Moldova. She hadn't seen her fiancé Justin in 9 months, and her vacation was about to end. Myrna, Nikki's mother, assisted her in packing for the journey, and they both had high hopes for how well it would go. At first, Myrna didn't agree with Nikki's choice to become a woman. She believed I would be a freak after giving birth to a boy. Nikki told the 90-day fiancé cameras, "Imagine being 17 years old and receiving a call from your parents telling you that they don't approve of the life you believe you should have been born into from the start. I didn't talk to my mother from the time I was 17 until the time I was 19. She accepted me years ago, of course, and we're close now. It can take some time for my mother to love and accept me as her daughter." Knowing that she will be seeing Justin's parents, Nikki packed some edgy yet dressy attire. Given that Nikki hadn't seen Justin's mother in a while, she claimed to be feeling nervous and anxious. Nikki assumed Justin's parents found it hard to accept that their son was in a relationship with a transgender lady. Nikki felt depressed because Justin was reportedly getting a lot of criticism and rejection from his friends, treating her like a disease. Because Nikki struggled with depression occasionally, she was concerned Justin's buddies might have a bad effect on her mental health. Myrna sobbed with remorse for having left her daughter behind for a few years at her time of need and hoped Justin's parents would embrace and cherish Nikki. Myrna sobbed in her mother's arms and gave Nikki assurances that she would be cherished and have a wonderful life. "Myrna reassured me that everything will work out," Nikki remarked of Justin. "There's just so many things we need to talk about. I need the confidence that I will find all I need in a man and a spouse, and that the same nightmare of him traveling to the US and being sent back to Moldova won't happen again. I want to know before he arrives if it will work." In the meantime, Justin acknowledged that some Moldovans can be closed-minded, which made him concerned for Nikki's security and psychological health. In one scene, Justin was shown getting together with his friend Sergey, who at the time seemed dumbfounded to learn that Nikki was transgender. Despite his shock at the news and lack of dating experience, Sergey was considerate and helpful to his pal. Justin told his pal, "I'm going in prepared and I have become wiser. I don't know what I'll be up against." Before becoming more understanding and realizing that he wanted to be with Nikki, Justin told the cameras that he needed 2 or 3 years apart from her to discover who he is and what he wants. Justin was resolved not to pass judgment on Nikki and to regard her as the nice and kind person he had come to know. In Justin's opinion, Nikki was an attractive and seductive lady, thus he found it difficult to accept that she was born a man.